Today I've got an unboxing on a saw that I purchased from Facebook Marketplace. Shout out to the seller, Patrick. He seemed like a really cool guy, and he shipped this thing super quick. He did admit that that he hadn't shipped one of these before and wasn't exactly sure how to do it. Um, so it's in a giant box, and it feels like he kind of left the bar and chain on it. It's kind of poking out each side. But we're gonna open it up. I'm gonna show you what it is, and we're gonna see how it held up during its trip. And I bought this because I couldn't resist, and I got a really good price on it. And these are scarce too. Not quite as scarce as the early model 245s, but the early 306As are definitely starting to get scarce. There's a little more of those than there are 245s, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, first and foremost, because they actually made the Farm Yellow 306A for a longer period of time than they did the 245. Pretty sure the Farm Yellow version of the 306A, excluding the other 200 series saws, you're talking 4 years. But just the actual 3006 automatic or 306A, they made those for 2. So I've gotten quite a few of these. Yeah, he did. He put it. He left the bar and chain on there and all. So it's in one piece. We're gonna pull it out. It's got the original bar and chain on it. Alright, let's get rid of the box. The more we ask it to make, the more power it gets in, the more radiation it emits, the more these food molecules could over-mutate. An original Farm Yellow Poland 306A 3006. As you can see, Farm Yellow. It's definitely sun faded. But it's not locked up. I know that much. And it's got good compression. I mean, hell, it could need a rebuild. I'm not sure. It's like the clutch cover is slightly cracked. I think what I'll end up doing to this one, because I got it for steel and it's kind of in rough shape, I was thinking of taking some parts from it, or like doing a half restoration on it, like a touch-up job, you know? So, like some of you guys out there know, sometimes rather than doing a complete restoration on a saw, sometimes I'll do touch-up work. Like my Poland 222 is a saw that I actually did touch-up work on. It was in worse shape than this, and the paint that I use is such a close match, you know, not just color-wise, but chemically, that if you clean this, you know, you clean your parts down that are missing a lot of paint or faded like this, you clean them, you sand some of the spots, and you can patch this up without, you know, jeopardizing its integrity. So that may be what I do with this saw, you know. Who knows? I don't know yet, but I bought it because I saw it, and I didn't pay that much for it. So we'll see. I may turn it into something worth a little more money. I don't know. Maybe I'll convert it inside and out into a 245A and have a farm yellow version, another farm yellow version. But yeah, you see this is the real deal. It's got gas in it. I hope I'm not leaking. There's the ID tag, 306A. I have another one just like this, but much better shape. Much better shape. I actually have the clutch cover taken off of it right now. I can kind of show you the comparison here. How they look. Here's the other clutch cover off of my other early 306A. This is in much better shape, obviously. But it's the same color, same everything. Let's take the air filter cover off and get a look inside the carb box. We'll look for some corrosion or. Let's see. Oh, she's pretty clean looking. I don't see any corrosion. Sometimes you'll see it peeking out of here on the fuel fluid. Looks pretty good right now, I'll tell you that much. I'm liking this so far. It's decent, man. And, you know, worst case scenario, guys, I got a good part saw that's full of farm yellow parts. And I guarantee you just cleaning this would make it look really good. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I have no idea. No idea. But there you have it. They are out there. Early model, farm yellow. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? Good to see you. Just did a quick unboxing here. For those of you just joining us, just found this sucker on Marketplace about a week ago. The guy shipped it pretty quickly too. All original, baby. I like that. Let me see if the chain has Poland on it. It should. It's kind of really hard to tell, to be honest with you. Yes, it does. You can see right here, Poland. Beautiful. And that is a 17-inch hard tip bar. At one time, it did have the Poland logo in the center and the line going up. It is that bar. It's just, it's got a lot of surface rust. It has seen better days, that is for sure. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll fool around with it here soon and see if it's got spark. You know, I really don't know what to do with this, y'all. I don't know what to do with it. I bought it on a whim. Just because he wasn't asking a lot for it. And, you know. Bottom's in good shape. Looks like the cylinder cover is in good shape too. The clutch cover has a little crack in it, but that's no big deal. It didn't crack any further than here. So maybe I can force it back under this lip when I put it back on. Or who knows, guys, maybe I will clean this off and just sell the clutch cover. Who knows if anybody's looking for a clutch cover. But if I sell this saw as it is right now, it's going to get cleaned up, restored, and make sure it's running before I sell it. I won't sell it like this. It's not going to happen. You know, I want to make sure that it's up to par and, you know, everything's good on it before I go ahead and sell it. Yes, sir. As far as I know right now, as long as it's still in the morning, um, yeah, this is a pretty busy weekend for me, man. I'm doing a show at a place called Chief down on Broadway, and I'm not sure if I've got rehearsal or not the day before. I usually do when I work with this show that we're doing. It's called American Legend. I recently went out to California, Folsom, California, and did the same show, Johnny Cash tribute show. But yeah, this is another good sign. All of the spokes are on the fan cover. This thing's definitely sun faded. I mean, you guys can see that clearly. Like the difference in this versus this. I mean, the paint is the only thing that makes it. Yeah, it's definitely in rough shape. That's for sure. That's no doubt about that. So I don't know. Maybe it'll get restored, guys. Maybe this will be one of the first early models that I actually repaint, because I'm sure some of you guys know. Uh, Whenever I buy a farm yellow saw, 9 times out of 10, I leave it alone. You know, I'll do very little cosmetic work to it just to make it nice. You know, if it's missing a part, maybe. But I usually don't ever spray these, man. I never totally restore farm yellow saws. I like to leave them original, just because this paint, finding them with this color is next to impossible these days. So I don't know, but this might be one that I do that to, just because it's super faded. Decals sun faded and burnt up. But we'll see. But I like it a lot though, and I'm happy I grabbed it. Always happy to have a new early model in my collection. So I'm heading out of here at 7 in the morning. All right, well, cool, man. You know, if I get any updates before then, I'll, you know, when something changes, I'll let you know. But yeah, I mean, I think maybe I'll play around with this here this evening and check it for spark. You know, if it's got spark, good. If it doesn't matter. I've got tons of coils, and this is a points and condenser saw. I have the right coil. I have several coils that would fit this with the breaker points and all. I'm surprised he was able to get this shipped with the gas tank still. That's like full. Jesus. All right. I'm glad it made it here in one piece, you know. And this is maybe the second time ever that somebody's sent me a saw and left the bar and chain on it. Just sent it to me just like this, you know. It's really funny. That air filter is done for. There's nothing left of it. But yeah, here's another cool thing about the early 306A top cover decals. You can tell that the font is different, you know. It's got a different style font. And it doesn't say Emerson Electric Company on it yet. It just says Beard Poland Incorporated. It's another way, if you know, if you're looking at a listing of one of these saws and you know, you only see it from the top and you can't really tell what the color is, that's a good way to know if it's an early model or not. Because if you zoom in on the photos, if you can make out on the decal here, if you don't see Emerson Electric Company on the top cover decal on the 245 or 306A, then you know that it's an early model. And that's even if you can't tell the color. If you see that, that's what that is. And the handlebar grip, obviously. But not always, guys. I will tell you, I've seen about 2 or 3 really early run of the Mopar green saws that still had these dipped handles. And the reason for that is when Poland first started painting them Mopar green, they were still kind of using leftover parts to complete their saws, you know, and then eventually they started regripping the handlebars in a different way and all. So you will very, very rarely find the Mopar green saws with this dipped handle, but they are out there. I've seen a few of them. One of them there was one in phenomenal condition, a later model 245 Mopar green, had the early dipped handlebar on it. It sold for $25 on Marketplace. I offered that guy significantly more than what he was asking, and I guess he honored maybe somebody who got to him first, and he sold it not long after. I guess somebody came and picked it up because he wouldn't ship it. But it isn't like I need more, guys. I mean, I need another saw like I need a hole in the head, I've got way too many of them. So, but yeah, and here's another one. My old lady's gonna kill me. And I got another one coming too, by the way. I actually I bought a 245 off of a guy on Facebook, and it's actually a 245 that I probably wouldn't have bought otherwise, and I'll tell you the reason I did. I've had quite a few people offer to sell me their saws that they've repainted, a lot of times people will buy a 245 or 306A and they'll repaint it lemongrass, and they'll offer it to me, and I usually turn those offers down, and the reason is if I'm going to restore it, that's a lot of work it's already enough work to take off the original paint, but then to take off the rattle can paint that's on it, and then this and all, it's just a lot of work, man, to restore a saw. But the reason that I bought this one, not this one, but the one I'm talking about, is because the guy put it together. Even though he did paint it with Rust-Oleum paint, he put the saw together with a bunch of new old stock parts. I mean, it's got a new old stock 2-bolt on it, new old stock bar and chain. It's got a lot of really good parts on it. It is complete. So I just bought that. Hoping he'll be able to get it shipped out to me soon. He's having some health issues, so we'll see how long it takes. But, really, I don't buy those saws when people already paint them up. Just because it's a lot of work to do that twice. So. But yeah, man, that's it. And I guess stay tuned, and we'll see what I'm going to do with this. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to get around to it. If I don't sit down and do something with it tonight, it'll be a while before I get to dig into this, just because, I've got some other stuff going on, and then between work and everything else I'm doing, it might be a minute. But keep your eye out for this, though, y'all. This may get restored into its original condition, or I don't know, or it might just get touched up. You never know. Maybe I'll just clean it. I'll leave that decal on there just the way it is, and just repaint it, and then match it up with some natural weathering. Now that can be done. I've done that several times. Like, I'll show you guys on my 222. Check this out. This Poland 222 here, basically early 245 prototype. This came out before the 245. When I bought this thing, guys, it was in worse cosmetic shape than this. I mean, 3 times worse than that. It was missing the majority of its paint. And the rear handle. Kind of like if there's any musicians out there or anybody who buys guitars, they have stuff called like road worn, where they basically relic a beat up guitar. It's a brand new guitar, but they make it look like it's been used up and stuff. So I've done that to some saws that were in shape like that. Like this one here, I've done that too. Where I basically just matched the exact spots where it was really weathered, but you can't get that paint off. This paint is solid, and it's great. It's a total match, and you can't even tell where the new paint blends with the old paint. You know, and I only do that for a few saws. You know, like I did it for the rear handle because it was missing the majority of its paint. So I put some new paint on there and sanded it down to match it. You know, maybe I'll do that for this saw. You know, and then sell it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of just looking at this thing going like, what the hell are you doing here? You know, how did you get here? But yeah, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoyed the stream. Stay tuned. Got a lot of people wanting some restorations done, and I've got a few people looking for Leatherface replicas. Got to be honest, man, it's kind of tough to get that done, you know, because I have to find the saws first, you know. But stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching.